Hey folks, I decided that this time I'm going to give you an update vlog of my Canon because, well, I can't get enough of using it. I need to get into the practice of holding the little bugger, or else it's going to cost me an arm and a leg if I decide to drop him. Now that said, I hope that you guys are having a fabulous week regardless of the weather in your area. I know for us here it's been a little bit weird because usually a storm system will not last for more than maybe a week. In fact, in most cases it lasts only for a day, day and a half, 2 days at most. This one lasted from Friday to Monday, or actually it just finished today, and even then we're still feeling the fringes of it. I apologize for the sound quality because it is coming from my camera. Those of you that follow shows, TV shows, I'm looking forward for new episodes of House and, well, Heroes. I kind of fell out of it because I'm starting to find that the storyline is a little bit lagging. I'm trying to think of any other shows I used to watch. CSI I used to watch. But I need my fix of True Blood. Yes, okay, a lot of people will either love it or hate it. But same can be said about vampire flicks, period, or any vampire series. Was it Vampire Diaries on CTV is also a new type of vampire show. But I still prefer True Blood, only because the characters in it are interesting. The music that they use is even more interesting, and the way they have the vampires embodied is more intriguing for me than what they have in Twilight and the rest. Now, mind you, I'm a big old classic vampire fan when it comes to vampires. Trying to think of names of movies that I remember watching. Dracula, Dead and Loving. Well, that's a comedy with Leslie Nielsen, which, by the way, is a Canadian citizen. Or it was a Canadian. I think he is Canadian. Anyways, that said, he's also a very good person when it comes to doing his own style of acting. Bram Stoker's Dracula, as embodied by Keanu Reeves and the whole cast and crew that made the movie a possibility. That Dracula for me still has a big influence into what Dracula was. Dracula 2000 had a new spin on it with the brand new actor that you guys know from the movie 300 as the leader of the Spartans, as P.S. I Love You. I can't remember his name, and I apologize, that's the biggest flaw in my life, lack of names. That said, in regards to any other movies that are good in vampire movies, well, you name it, I've probably seen it. That said, I hope that you guys are still holding strong, and I have to thank you very much for everything that you've done. Everything that you've given to me in regards to support and comments, critiques, ratings. Keep on doing that because I won't refuse it. And I do give you a recommendation if you haven't done so. This is the True Blood soundtrack. Okay. Yes, it is a pair of lips. But the music itself has more to do with my jazz and blues influences than it does for anything else. In fact, there's 14 tracks, and out of the 14, there's a lot of it that I can actually play on my show. In fact, 3/4 of it, if not the entire album. So, I hope you guys have a wonderful week for the remaining. And don't worry, I haven't forgotten about what I told you about reaching 300. I am going to film myself tobogganing with my new toboggan that looks like a giant gun, for the lack of a better term. As soon as the weather becomes better, because right now with the warm weather, it doesn't give me enough reduction in friction. The problem with trying to do this when it's sticky snow is that it tends to stick to pretty much anything. Not to the point of not stopping you from slipping, in fact sometimes quite to the opposite, but for tobogganing my experience has always been that colder the better, and well, you'll probably end up cutting your face open with sharp crusty snow, but the speed's well worth it. Anyways, I hope that you guys have a nice week, like I said, and have a nice one.